Many well-known stores, including big box retailers, grocery stores, apparel chains, home goods companies, and even major names like Goodwill, Amazon, Macy, and Sephora, have recently announced extensive store closures for 2023. This is due to a combination of economic threats that have emerged simultaneously across various industries. Analysts estimate that the national brick-and-mortar footprint may decrease by up to 20% by the end of the year, marking the largest annual decline since the onset of the U.S. retail apocalypse in 2017. These closures may even exceed the number of shutdowns witnessed during the pandemic when numerous businesses collapsed suddenly. It is an unprecedented crisis. In this video, we will be talking about the major chains that are reducing their store presence this year, allowing you the opportunity to visit some of these beloved retailers one last time before they finally close down. However, before we continue, please support this video by giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. Now let's delve into the details. Here are 15 big box retailers closing down stores right now. 1. Goodwill. Goodwill, a popular nonprofit thrift store chain, is experiencing economic difficulties that have led to the closure of at least 18 stores across the country. These closures are scheduled for the second quarter and are a result of declining profits and rising operational costs. Mike, the president and CEO of Goodwill Industries of the Greater East Bay, confirms that all affected locations are already holding going out of business sales, offering significant discounts of up to 50%. The sudden shutdowns have caused customer backlash, as the community feels the impact of losing these long-standing stores. Many view the decision to close as hypocritical, considering the name Goodwill and the essential resources these stores provide to the communities they serve. Christy Smith, leading an online campaign to save the stores, expressed her disappointment in a Facebook post, emphasizing the importance of these resources during challenging times. 2. Amazon. Amazon is closing some Amazon Fresh and Amazon Go stores and pausing new openings due to criticism that their focus on technology has deterred shoppers. They plan to shift attention to their Whole Foods chain, which has 513 stores across the U.S., including 96 in California. Amazon's food and grocery ventures have faced challenges in gaining customer trust, and the future of these concepts is uncertain. The company recently announced 18,000 job cuts across its business, affecting roles in the grocery division. Despite the challenges, Amazon sees potential in the grocery sector, but needs to find the right formula for success. 3. Burger King. Burger King, owned by Restaurant Brands International Inc., is set to close approximately 300 to 400 restaurants before the end of 2023. The CEO, Joshua Kopcha, shared this news during the Q1 earnings results, citing increasing economic challenges. This year, several large Burger King franchisees, such as Tom's King in Illinois, Eym King in Michigan, and Meridian Restaurants Unlimited in Utah, have filed for bankruptcy. As a result, 124 Burger King locations have already closed this year, bringing the total number in the United States to fewer than 7,000. The company's CEO expressed the plan to collaborate with smaller franchisees to enhance the overall health of the franchise system. These closures reflect the unprecedented difficulties faced by even the largest chains in America due to the current economic climate. 4. Banana Republic witnessed a sharp decline in sales in 2023 as consumers prioritize essential purchases over discretionary spending. Banana Republic has been facing challenges since 2018, and the current economic climate has further complicated its financial situation. To salvage the business, its parent company is focusing on cost reduction by eliminating expensive leases at shopping malls and shifting operations towards online platforms. According to Yahoo, 130 Banana Republic locations are set to close this year, following the closure of 55 stores in 2022. This strategic move aims to adapt to changing consumer behavior and improve the brand's overall financial outlook. 5. Fossil. 75 Fossil stores in the U.S. are set to close this year due to significant challenges faced since the pandemic, resulting in a loss of over $100 million. Seeking Alpha analysts report that Fossil continues to struggle with declining sales, increased competition, and a weak growth outlook for 2023 and beyond. To improve profitability, Fossil plans to reduce its store count by 20% by taking advantage of lease expirations and restructuring its business. Similarly, 8 Gas, in response to changing consumer trends, plans to close about 100 stores, 9% of its network, as part of its financial rebalancing efforts. The company's stock declined by 24% in April, leading to a year-to-date decrease of about 52%. Recognizing the need to increase profitability, CEO Carlos emphasizes the optimization of their store portfolio. the expiration of leases presents an opportunity to halt further store shutdowns. 6. Bath and Body Works. Bath & Body Works is currently contemplating the closure of its entire portfolio of shopping mall stores starting in May. About 50 of these stores are expected to cease operations as the company seeks to proactively manage its expenses. Top-level executives have expressed the need to secure savings of $250 million by January 2024 as part of their strategic efforts to enhance the brand's presence in the home and personal care retail sector. This decision comes amidst the challenging retail landscape, commonly referred to as the retail apocalypse. 7. JCPenney. In the past few years, JCPenney, a relatively young retailer, has encountered significant difficulties. In 2020, the company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and subsequently closed 200 stores in the wake of the pandemic. As of March 6, 2023, JCPenney still operated 669 stores across the United States. However, the retailer has now decided to close additional stores located in Indiana, New York, Minnesota, and California. This strategic move is a response to various challenges faced by JCPenney, including rising costs due to disruptions in the supply chain, labor shortages, inflationary pressures, and rent obligations. These challenges have had a negative impact on the company's profit margins and cash flow, necessitating a reduction in store count this year. 8. Office Depot. Office Depot is undergoing significant changes in its retail presence, with a total of 263 stores in the U.S. either closed or scheduled for closure this year. Another 80 locations are preparing to bid their final farewells. In a statement on its website, the company acknowledged that current economic challenges have prompted them to focus on optimizing their retail footprint. Office Depot has faced difficulties since 2018, as the rise of e-commerce retailers has resulted in a greater market share for office supplies. Some experts argue that Office Depot stores have become outdated, and to attract consumers back to their physical locations, more appealing changes are needed. 9. Sephora. Sephora, a prominent cosmetics giant, has recently made a significant announcement regarding the closure of all its 300 stores located inside JCPenney, as well as approximately 175 stores inside malls. The ongoing decline of these affiliated companies is having a direct impact on Sephora's financial performance. Additionally, the company is facing a bleak growth outlook for the year, which has compelled the makeup retailer to make tough decisions to navigate these challenging circumstances. 10. Foot Locker. Foot Locker recently unveiled its strategy to reset the company, which includes the closure of approximately 420 stores located in shopping malls. This decision, reported by Insider, is part of the company's efforts to adapt to changing market conditions. In addition, around 125 Champs Sports stores, which are operated by Foot Locker, will also be affected by this store reduction plan. The move comes as Foot Locker faces disappointing traffic and revenue growth for yet another quarter, prompting the need for strategic adjustments. 11. Target. Target has recently decided to initiate a series of store closures, citing several factors such as declining foot traffic, increasing incidents of shoplifting, and declining profits. A recent report indicates that the first round of closures will affect numerous grocery stores in Maryland, Virginia, Minnesota, and Pennsylvania. According to executives, these locations have struggled to improve their performance over the past year. The worsening financial situation of the retailer has led to this difficult decision. 12. McDonald's. McDonald's has recently announced a series of measures, including the closure of 10 field offices, significant layoffs of corporate employees, and the shutdown of over 100 stores in 2023. While this news may disappoint many customers, the popular American fast food chain is taking these steps to prepare for the unfolding recession. Additionally, a new California legislation, known as the Fast Food Accountability and Standards Recovery Act, has raised concerns for McDonald's. The president of McDonald's USA, Joe Erlinger, has warned about the potential closure of 1,000 locations in 2023 due to this legislation. The act proposes a minimum wage of $22 per hour for fast food workers, with an annual raise of 3.5%. The fast food industry, including McDonald's, has strongly opposed this legislation, arguing that it would make it nearly impossible to operate small business restaurants. Erlinger expressed concerns that the bill would transfer essential business decisions to an unelected council of political insiders rather than local business owners and their teams, potentially damaging the economy. Furthermore, he cautioned that paying fast food workers such a high wage could increase the cost of dining at McDonald's by up to 20%, rendering it unaffordable for many customers. Consequently, Continuing operations in California, where McDonald's currently operates 1,000 locations, would become impracticable. 13. Macy's. Macy's has initiated a fourth round of store closures following the shutdown of 125 of its least productive stores in 2021 and 2022. An additional 45 locations are now slated for closure. Earlier, Macy's had announced its intention to reduce its store count by 20% and lay off 2,000 employees to enhance productivity. Last month, CEO Jeff Gennette stated that the decision was made after a thorough analysis of the company's sales growth outlook and revenue forecast for 2023. Considering current macroeconomic indicators and their proprietary credit card data, Macy's anticipates ongoing pressure on consumer spending, particularly in the first half of the year. Accordingly, the company has planned to make necessary adjustments to align with the market conditions. 14. Green Zebra. Green Zebra, a popular grocery chain based in Portland, is currently in the process of closing down all of its stores after a decade in operation. The company has cited increased competition, supply chain challenges, and rising inflation as factors that have contributed to its downfall in 2023. Lisa Sadler, the founder and CEO, expressed in a press release that the retailer had been barely hanging on since the start of the pandemic. She mentioned that various costs such as goods, packaging, fuel, insurance, taxes, and freight charges had significantly escalated, placing a heavy burden on the company. The news of the closure deeply saddened many consumers, as expressed on the company's Facebook page. The remaining 3 stores still in operation will cease their operations by the end of the month. 15. Kroger. Kroger is continuing its store closure efforts in the United States, targeting numerous locations that have exhibited poor performance and profitability in recent years. Lori Ray, president of Kroger's Mid-Atlantic division, explained in a statement that the company cannot sustain operations for stores that have consistently incurred losses. However, retail analysts suggest that an even larger wave of closures may be on the horizon due to Kroger's merger with Albertsons. This merger requires the elimination of approximately 500 branches to comply with legal obligations. Unfortunately, this course of action also entails the unfortunate loss of thousands of jobs. The closures of major stores are not only affecting brick-and-mortar stores, but also impacting major chains with a significant presence in the market. These closures signify the challenges faced by even the largest retailers in America, highlighting the need for strategic adjustments and cost reduction measures. Companies are seeking to adapt to changing market conditions and consumer preferences by shifting their focus to online platforms, optimizing their retail footprints, and reevaluating their business models. The closure of these stores has not only led to customer backlash and disappointment, but also resulted in job losses and a significant impact on local communities. The loss of these long-standing retailers is a reminder of the changing landscape of retail and the need for businesses to continually evolve and innovate to stay relevant in a highly competitive market. As the retail industry continues to navigate these challenging times, it remains to be seen how the landscape will evolve and which retailers will successfully adapt to the changing environment. However, it is clear that the current wave of store closures represents a significant shift in the retail industry and highlights the importance of resilience, agility, and innovation for businesses to thrive in the future. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.